welcome to another episode of Living Well, Uintah Basin, where success is defined by you. This week we got to go to the library where they had a dance party with the Wii, and I gotta say it was great. We got to dance and get jiggy with some of the kids.
On Dish by Dish, Randy Honeycutt joins us in the kitchen to show us how to make a cauliflower pizza. I have to say it was really good, and the kicker was the fact that my 13-year-old devoured it after. And then on Your Way, I was able to go to a farm and experience some farm life. It was interesting, but a lot of fun.
All right, Lynise, let's get after it.
Living Well, Uintah Basin, presented by Ashley Regional Medical Center. Also made possible by Anadarko and Uintah Recreation District. Living Well, Beyond the Couch.
Oh, hey guys, check it out. I'm down here at the Uintah County Library every Friday at 1. They put up the Wii up on the big screen and they have a huge dance-off. You gotta check it out. Come on here. Oh yeah, look at this. This is great right here, I'm telling you what, guys. And listen, here's Dorothy. And with me, Dorothy, you got the funnest job in all of Uintah County. It's got to be the funnest job, right?
It is.
You're the director of what? What do you do for the county library?
I'm the children's librarian.
Children's librarian. It's a ridiculous amount of fun, right?
Yes.
I mean, you get to read all the best books.
Yes.
Right, all the adult books, the heck with them, right?
Right, I have
And we're
story
talking,
time.
Oh yes, story time. And you're also the program director, right?
For the kids, yes.
For the kids, you get to
Yes.
do all the extracurricular story times, the dance-off. This is incredible. Whose idea was this?
Well, the Wii program just started this year at the beginning of the year, so we just kind of put it together, and me and Michelle and Amber and Sam Passy.
Okay, so you said to the board of directors, listen, we're going to turn your library into rock and roll hall every Friday at 1, and they said, okay?
Yes.
What, just like that?
Yes.
Oh, this is incredible.
Yes.
I mean, there's got to be, what, 20 or 30 kids up there, and they're just dancing and having a great time?
Yes.
And how long do you go typically?
We go 1 to 3. We do the elementary and below.
Yeah, so there's got to be a bunch of other things you do with the kids here at the library. What are some of the other programs that you run?
We have story times 4 times a week. We do story times. We have a Lego club at 4 on Wednesdays. We do movies twice a month on Saturdays in the afternoon, and then we have a family game night on Tuesdays, on the last Tuesday of the month.
So the whole family?
Yes.
Now, Lego Club, is there an age restriction? Because I personally want to be to that one.
No.
No. So anybody can come. Right, we got adults here, or at least one, a few, and we got kids. Check it out, Uintah County Library, they have activities for the whole family. Dorothy, thanks. Are you going to show us some moves out here?
Oh.
Let's shake it now, all right? Here we go. Come with us, guys.
Oh, no.
I'm here with the Gurney family, and Keith, there's a rumor on the street that redheads dance better.
Redheads always dance better.
Well, yeah, I mean, what is it? What is it? Is there some genetical makeup that makes you guys just shake it like
It's
that?
the fire that we got in us.
All right, the fire that you got. So which one of you guys is the best? Dylan, are you the best dancer? Oh, you think you're the best dancer? Hey, listen, I want to have you guys go over here and shake it for the camera, and we'll decide who's the best, all right? You guys ready? Actually, just do it right now. 1, 2, 3, go.
It's a dance off.
Dylan, you're failing me here.
Dance
You're
off.
the robot, Dylan.
Dance.
So do you come down here often? I mean, it's every Friday.
We do.
Yeah, and you make it about every week?
Well, we try to.
Yeah.
Something fun for the kids instead of just being at the house all the time.
Yeah. Bored out of their mind.
Yep.
In front of the Wii. Oh, wait a second.
Wait a second.
Yeah, they're in front of the Wii, but they're here with all their buddies and they're exercising. Right?
Exactly. A lot more fun here.
What an incredible thing to do with your family. Thanks for bringing them down and thanks for being with us.
Yeah, thank you.
With me today is Jana Pepper and the whole brood of rabbits that she totes with her everywhere she goes. Is this typical, Jana, to have this many kids with you?
Oh, at least this many.
We got one photo bombing back here. That one's mine, I think. What is it about Dance Day, the dance-off, that gets you guys to come to the library?
Well, it's fun because it keeps the kids active and it can burn their energy and Kids with burned energy make happy kids.
They go to bed at night and everybody
yeah.
be happy, 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 right?
That's right.
Hey, so Dallin, who's the best dancer in this group? No, I want to know. This is where you would say, I'm the best dancer.
Oh, I'm the best dancer.
I don't know, that wasn't convincing. Dylan, are you the best dancer?
No.
Let's shake it. Let's do a little dance off right here to see who can do it, okay? When you're ready, 3, 2, 1, go guys. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, I got the sprinkler right here. That's number 1. Hey, if you're looking for something fun to do with your kids, get them down to the library. Dance day.
Living well, dish by dish.
I'm here in the kitchen with Randy Honeycutt, and she's gonna show us how to make a cauliflower pizza. I gotta admit, when I first saw this recipe, I was a little bit skeptical about it, but I'm pretty excited to see what you can do with it.
I was a little skeptical when I heard about it too. So, what we do is we take our cauliflower, rice it up in your food processor, so it looks a little bit like this. It's just all crumbly and kind of actually gross, but
I'm gonna
it tastes
interrupt.
really good.
Is this cooked?
Yes.
So it's cooked and then through a food processor.
Right. Well, no, we rice it up first and then we actually put it in the microwave for 10 minutes. What that does is draw out a lot of the liquid so it's not as mushy, and when it comes out of the oven, it's not moist.
Okay.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And in this, we have eggs and egg whites. And then I use a combination of Parmesan cheese and mozzarella cheese just because I don't prefer the taste of Parmesan too terribly much, but it does give it a lot of flavor. So I do a little bit more mozzarella and then Parmesan for the flavor.
So more mozzarella than Parmesan.
Yes, but you can use whatever you want to use. I think that the Parmesan really brings out the flavor in the seasonings that we use. So
We're making the crust right now.
this is only the crust, and it's kind of gloopy and kind of a mess, which at first I was really concerned about, but it actually turns out just fine. The seasoning that I use is this little packet by McCormick. It's a bruschetta chicken oregano. And so I usually use about a half of the package for the whole entire thing. So what I do is just kind of eyeball it and get it nice and saturated.
So it's good and seasoned. I mean, that's a lot of seasoning
Right,
in there.
yes, yes. Just because
Well,
I
cauliflower's
like
kind of plain anyway.
right, and you don't want it to be too bland. So that's why I kind of
the seasoning
use
works
that
really
up.
well.
So yeah, and as you can see, it's kind of really sticky and gloopy. So you just kind of
Yeah,
put it
that's
right
not a
here.
normal pizza crust.
No,
I mean,
it's
when you think of
definitely
pizza
not.
crust, you think of the fluffy dough.
Right, right, right. And this is nice because you can do it on a weeknight. It's super easy. I mean, honestly, from start to finish, you're looking at about maybe 30, 40 minutes tops.
Well, not
And-
only easy, but healthy.
Right, exactly. Which, you know, all of us can use a little bit of healthier, lower carbs, stuff like that. So, and I'm just gonna get right in here and I just honestly mash it out like this.
She did wash her hands
Yeah,
before,
I did. I
promise.
did. I swear. So I like to make my crust a little bit more thin. So when I make the recipe, I actually do 2 crusts, so that
Because I noticed there wasn't a lot of cauliflower.
no, and I usually use about 1 small head of cauliflower. But once you get it all mushed out here on the pan with the cheese and the egg and stuff, it actually makes it go quite a bit further. So
You don't roll it.
nope, you don't do anything. You just kind of, and it's kind of watery. It's less watery when you microwave. I've omitted that step in the past, and that is one that I will not omit again, just because even when you go to handle it after it's already all cooked, if it's too wet, then it's gonna crumble on you and you're gonna use a fork instead of having to being able to pick it up. And if you do a little bit thicker of a crust, you'll be able to hold it a little bit more. Like I said, I like mine a little bit thinner in general, even when I go get pizza anywhere else.
I'm gonna just hold that up so they can see how that crust is supposed to look. And we're gonna go ahead and bake this, correct?
Right.
All right,
So
I'm
what
gonna
you're
stick
gonna
it
do
in.
is put it in on 450 for about 10 minutes, and then I usually broil for the last 5 minutes, so it's 15 minutes total time, and then that way the top browns up nicely.
So one thing I wanna ask you, I know we concentrate a lot on physical fitness, and we do some healthy recipes, but for some, exercising isn't enough. Most of us, especially the older we get, the more our metabolism slows down. Healthy eating is what is going to help us maintain a healthier lifestyle.
Right. I actually saw a little quote on Pinterest once that said, abs are made in the kitchen just as much as in the gym. And it is completely the truth. You don't have to negate all your calories, but if you have less calories intake, then obviously you can go a little bit lighter on the workouts. And I know for you and for myself, busy mom, like we have to do something. And let's be honest, why not sneak some cauliflower in your crust of your pizza? Your
Healthier for the kids.
Yes. And so it's a little bit easier, a little bit more tricky, get the kids eating a little bit better, so really all around it works.
And I like what you said, sneak it in. They're not even gonna know it's there.
Right.
That's the key. So I think that our pizza is about cooked.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get that crust out.
Okay,
And
very
then we're
good.
gonna talk a little bit about the toppings, and so I'll be right back. Okay. Ooh, it smells really good.
Good, good.
It's finished.
Yes. We may have over-browned slightly, but that's okay. Totally
Every
fine.
oven differs.
Yes. Okay, so we just put on some good old regular pizza sauce on here. Kind of slab it around.
Now you're gonna top it with things that you like to have on your pizza, but obviously anyone watching can top it with whatever they want to top it with.
Right. I kind of stick on the chicken bruschetta style since that is the seasoning that I use. If you wanted to just put garlic salt or whatever inside your crust, like the beginning of the crust, or just kind of whatever your taste buds are. That's the nice thing about it, is it's really versatile.
Make it your flavor.
Yep, exactly. And this is the same sort of cheese that we used inside the crust. I don't go overboard on the cheese since there's so much in the crust even.
Yeah, there was quite a bit in the crust.
So, and this, I usually just go to wherever and get a rotisserie chicken and dice it up because, let's face it, it's fast and it's easy.
Well, and as busy as life can get, that's nice that you can do that.
Exactly. I do love the rotisserie chickens. I use them for well more than just this recipe. So I'm using chicken, red onion. I use a little bit of spinach, just chopped up. It'll shrink a little bit in the oven, so it doesn't have to be too well chopped up, and you can kind of use however much you want. Halved cherry tomatoes.
Now we're putting the topping on, but we're gonna put it back in the oven once we're completely topped.
Right, just until the cheese gets nice and bubbly. I mean, you don't have any more cooking to do here. Your spinach will wilt on its own, and you just want to kind of heat up these toppings is all. I put a little bit of parsley on there, and these are artichoke hearts that I've just quartered up a little bit. Kind of ran my knife through them a little bit. And then I put just a smidge more cheese on top. Top it with a little bit more of my seasoning, just to kind of pull it all together. A little bit of garlic salt if you want. And that is it.
It looks beautiful.
Do you
I'm
want
gonna
me
let
to
you
put
go
this
throw it in the
in?
oven.
Okay.
We actually have a finished one to let you see what it looks like once it's all baked. And I've been dying to try it. Not only is this recipe healthy, but it's fast and just great overall. I'm gonna try some of this, and if any of you guys have a recipe that you wanna share, we'd love to hear from you. And until next time, live well, Uintah Basin. Eat more fish. If possible, eat at least 3 servings of fish a week. Including fish in your diet is one of the easiest ways of lowering your cholesterol naturally.
Living well, your way.
I'm here at the Mott family farm today. Dennis Mott, one of our regular viewers, has contacted us about being on the show and showing us some farming things. Farming is such a big thing in the Uintah Basin. For some, it's a lifestyle. For others, it's a hobby, a way to escape the worries of work and the stress and find a different kind of lifestyle. So we're gonna go out and see what it is that they do out here on the farm. So let's go. I'm here with Dennis in his hay shed, and I believe I called it the Mott Family Farm, but you have a correction to make there for me, don't you?
Yeah, actually it's the Highline Red Angus Farm. So that's the name we've given it, and that's what everybody knows us by, is the Highline Red Angus.
Now we've talked a lot about how for some people this is a livelihood, but this is not what you do for a living. This is a hobby you have. Why did you get into this, and what do you enjoy about it?
Well, I got into it originally basically for a tax write-off, and and it's just kind of got into my blood. And you know, some people retire, some people play golf, do other things. We just play here at the farm with our animals.
So it kind of started as a business purpose, but it's turned into something that you just couldn't live without at this point.
Well, I could not live without. My wife could, but I couldn't.
You enjoy it. Well, today we want you to tell us a little bit about, I guess on the farm at different seasons, there's different things that happen. Right now it's calving season. It's
right.
A busy time for you. And today you're going to show us a little bit about what takes place. Before you take us out there, why don't you walk us through a little bit about what we're going to do and see today?
Well, we're standing here in the hay shed, and so all summer long we grow our hay, we cut it, we bale it, and then we stack it. And then when winter comes, we like this is under a shed, so there's no water, no snow that's gotten to it, and we feed. We actually load the truck. We'll go out and feed the cows, and it's about a 5-month process of depending on when winter comes and when it doesn't. But we start with the hay, and then, like I say, we feed. And once the cows are fed and all the babies are born, we wait till spring. We go to the mountain. Then we come off of the mountain and we harvest our crop, and that's kind of, then the cycle starts all over again.
Now I understand a calf was born last night.
It was.
And that's something that you're going to take us and show us what happens when a calf is born, and we're going to get to see some fun things today.
You're going to get to see the whole process. We're going to start with the feeding, and like I said, we have a new calf, and there's an ordeal that we do there, and you're going to get to participate in that too. So you should get you're dressed for it. Obviously, you've got gloves.
I hear you've got some Carhartts I can throw on, and maybe a hat, so let's go do this thing.
Let's do it. It looks like it's just beginning to snow, so let's see if we can get them fed and doctored.
All right, let's go.
All right, Lynise, we've caught this baby calf. It was born yesterday. Usually what we do is we will come in and we'll catch the calf. We're going to put an ear tag in its ear to let us know who's its mother. We're going to spray some iodine on its umbilical cord. We're going to give it a shot. And because it's a bull, we're going to lacerate it. We're going to have my son-in-law Brian come in, and he's going to do the actual. I'm going to step out. You come and do my job here. Leg here, hand there.
Now, why are you doing this?
Well, we want to, you know, if we let all of them be bulls, I mean, they still have their testicles, then we'd have all kinds of breeding. We want to control the breeding. And so by putting that green cherry on that, we were able to, you know, regulate the population, and we know which ones are bulls and which ones, who's breeding who and stuff.
So we're not hurting them, we're just making them...
No, it's very humane. It shuts off the circulation and it falls off eventually. So it's not like cutting or whatever.
Okay.
Iodine for umbilical cord, it can get infected. So by spraying it iodine, you cut the infection down.
Okay.
And then giving it a shot. This is kind of like a shot to its immunity. And the last thing to do is we tag it. Like I said, correspond who's the mom, number 9 there, double check it. Put it in the right ear here.
Okay, baby. Can I let it go?
Yep.
All right, go see your mama.
Go back to its mom. Get up.
Go see mama. Well, that was an experience. Well, I have to say I've had quite the experience today. I can't say I've done some of the things I've done every day here. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, we appreciate you coming and experiencing this with us. As you can see, it's like I say, it's a year-round project. We get our kids involved in branding. We take them to the mountain, load them up in the trucks, and we check them all summer long. And it's just a good family outing. Our grandkids love it. Our kids love it. And we appreciate you coming and showing everybody what we do.
I had one question before we let you go. The weather's kind of warm. I know you're at the tail end of your calving season. During the winter months when it's really bitter cold, what is it that you do do they just have the babies out in the snow, or what is it that you do to protect these babies during the really cold months?
Actually, we have a barn. We have a heated barn, and so we calve early in February. So if we get a real bad day and we know it's going to be a bad day and we know who's really close to having their calf, we will take them up and we'll put them in the barn, turn the heat on, and when they have their calf, we'll let them out. It's amazing in the fact that some of our older cows are so spoiled that they actually, when they're ready to have their calf, they will go up and stand in front of the garage door and wait until we open it, check them in, and then they have their baby. We check them right back out, and it's kind of amazing how they do that. But
Well, and that sounds like my kind of a mom. Again, we appreciate you letting us be with you. And if any of you have anything out there that you want to show us, please contact us. We'd love to hear what it is that you do that's your way.
well, I would suggest before you leave today, go by and gather the eggs.
All right, sounds good. Thanks again.
You bet. Thank you.
We want to thank you for joining us today. Also, a huge thanks to Uintah County Library and our guests.
We want to remind you to like us on Facebook and encourage your friends to like us on Facebook so you can get episode information and updates. And until next time, live well, Uintah Basin.
It is snowing. Oh!
Or do you not want us to encourage the friends? You know what? I can't. I tried it. It wings out. Ask these guys. I
Wings
got
out.
these layers and it just sticks out everywhere.
Wings out.
Let's start with the first cut. Stop right there, because I said so and I'm stopping it.
Where success is defined by you.
What was wrong?
Well, Lynise, should we go jump in the hay real quick then?
So I'm gonna. So anyway, it's really not that big of a deal.
No, let's go rolling it.
I was going to say roll in the hay, but I was hoping maybe they'd let me squeeze jump in the hay in there.